You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
Right, Chris.
All right, welcome back. Yes. And before you say anything, no, I haven't crossed Slovakia off yet. I haven't had time. Half an hour. I only just had enough time to piss my plants and give them a feed. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, excuse me. We've got a second game here. How the hell am I going to get through these last 16? I was ready for England to go out, and I could have prodded the rest of the competition off. But there we go. Anyway, this is while we're looking. Ash is welcome back, Ash. I love an upset, and I see Georgia getting a goal, but I think this might be 4-1. Myself and Doug have both gone for Spain. I'd love to see an upset. I really would. And the thing is, whoever wins this, of course, goes on to play Germany. Yes, indeed they do. Okay. This is the Euro Show. This is LTID TV from Leicester Till I Die. Welcome along. This is the Watchalong, second one of the day. I could be talking to myself here because I think most people are going to be drunk and celebrating the fact that England somehow managed to get through. But this is the Euro Show. I forgot. I put a comment on Benawine on Twitter. There was when Keir Starmer went making his cup with his clay modelling. It wasn't exactly Ghost, was it? And he says, "What do you think of when you see this?" And I put, "What a pair of stupid mugs." And somebody liked it. I'm thinking, are they having a go at me here? Forgetting what I'd actually done, what I'd actually said. But look, here we go. Second game, as you can see, Spain versus Georgia. I tell you what, I am physically and absolutely knackered. I'm not going to lie. Let's just have a look. So here is the form guide. Now, look, you tell me who you think is going to win this game. Because I'll tell you something. I think it's going to be Spain. They've won 5 out of 5, the last 5 games. Georgia, they won the last game against Portugal, but let's be honest with you, don't read too much into that. It was I think it was 7 or 8 changes Portugal made in that game. They've won that. They drew, they lost, they won, they drew. They've met 7 times. Somehow, Georgia managed to get a win in those last 7. 6 of them obviously were wins to therefore, as you can see, to Spain. No draws whatsoever. I'm guessing that was a bit of a friendly, possibly, Georgia-Spain, or certainly not a match that actually meant anything. And this is where the match is being played out today. Sorry, I should have just said, shouldn't I? 19 goals for Spain in those games, 4 for Georgia. We do know, look, Georgia, I'm not saying that don't. Yeah, I think we can write them off. And I'm not being disrespectful. It's Spain, one of my favourites. So they are the team, along with Germany, that have impressed me. And of course, if Spain do win this, they will meet Germany in the next round. Where is this match being played? Well, funny you should ask that. Where's the match being played, Chris? Well, let me tell you, Cologne. Got a sniff about it, hasn't it? Cologne Stadium in Germany is where the match is being played. And we've got a French officials today. Francois Letexia, I think it's pronounced, is the referee. Got a couple of French assistant referees. The fourth official is from Holland, and on the there's also a French video assistant referee today. See, that makes sense. The video assistant referee, same as the referee. Didn't do that for our game, did they? Not that it was particularly needed. So how did Spain get here? Well, let me tell you. Top in the group, 3 wins, one of the few teams, I think there's only 2 teams that have won all 3 games, them and Germany. They beat Croatia 3-0, a surprise in that Croatia game. Spain went on to beat Italy. Wasn't the best of games, that, but I mean, Spain absolutely demolished Croatia. I did see that game. And all right, they struggled past Albania, but they were through anyway. They were through. So you do kind of, I can kind of understand that. Georgia lost to Turkey in the first game, 3-1. Turkey played really well there. Drew with Czechia in the second game, and obviously they beat Portugal, which put Georgia through as one of the best third-place teams, a bit like Slovakia earlier. I'm just seeing how good they've played against us. But Spain are no England. So I don't think Spain are going to have the problems that England had, to be honest with you. But there we go. There we go. Right, let me get rid of that. It is Spain. It is Georgia. And we are in Cologne. So I will get round to striking out Slovakia later. But I just didn't have time. So Spain have gone 4-3-3. Georgia have gone 4-3-3. There we go. Cancel each other out. Line up for Spain. Oh God, I mean, look, some of these names: Morata, Nico Williams, Rodri, Ruiz, Cucurella, Laporte. Interestingly, Iosi Perez on the bench, along with Ferran Torres. And I've got to be totally honest with you, nobody really from the Georgian team, A, that I can pronounce probably, or B, that actually I know. Right, let me get this ready here. And we're about to kick off. And away we do go. So, Andros Townsend on co-commentary, not with me, obviously. That'd be very good. Seb Hutchinson is the commentator. Are we going to see a very one-sided game, do you think? Spain in their regular strip of a red top, blue shorts with those yellow stripes down the top and the shorts, and then red and yellow socks, or mainly red socks. Georgia all white with the Oh, Spain nearly having an early chance there within the first minute. Georgia are in their white top with the red stripe down the middle, white shorts, white socks. And Georgia are playing left to right. Spain are playing from right to left. How are we all doing? Have we got over the England game yet? So, obviously, Spain is going to make the early run in. I think that was what was expected. Oh, a shot there by Spain, but it was well defended by Georgia. I hope this isn't going to be all one way. I really like to see the smaller teams do well, unless they're playing England, of course. How's the sound? Is the sound okay? Yeah, the Georgian defence, I think, is going to be very, very busy. 4-1, Ash has gone. I don't think he's been... Oh. Cucurella, no challenge, no foul, advantage. Spain have the ball. Crosses across. Oh, the cross is across. The cross is played over. So 5 minutes not yet on the clock. Coming to you from Cologne. I wish I was, but I'm not. So Spain attacking. Oh, Pedri there had to stretch to get to the ball. And the goalkeeper didn't have the hardest of saves, but first effort going to Spain there on target, stretching for it. A simple save. I don't think Spain will make as hard a work of this as England did against Slovakia, if I'm honest with you. So Cucurella with the, you can't mistake him really. From the Brighton B team. Cross goes over. Oh, Spain. This. I mean, they're defending with their life here, George. I don't think they can keep this up for 90 minutes. Finally, Spanish goalkeeper has something to do from a back pass. I mean, Spain, Germany in the next round. Wow, 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 wow. I think, like you say, the winner of Spain-Germany, what a clash. I mean, you know, those are the games you want to see. It's a quarter-final game. That's the way it's fallen, hasn't it? But, well, Spain have got to win this. But, you know, let's be honest with you. I don't think any of us, well, you don't, Ash, and I don't think that Georgia are going to do anything here. And nor does Doug. So Georgia actually got a break on here on the far side. They've got numbers back, though. No. Oh, Cucurella goes down, played the defensive role well there. French referee and linesman both give the free kick to Georgia. Whew, here we go. Spain now again down this left-hand side, which is where they're making most of their attacks, to be honest with you. Cucurella offered himself as an option, but not yet used. Now he is. He got the ball across well. Good defending. Been given a corner. I've got to say, I mean, I know we are only 8 minutes into the game, but it's almost like, a dog with a toy, or a cat worrying a mouse. I said that one earlier, say, if they are on that train, it's because they're always on my mind. You would love my radio show in the mornings. Which is back tomorrow, Surrey Hills Community Radio. Search it out on the Tinternet, www.surreyhillsradio.co.uk, or ask your smart speaker to play Surrey Hills Community Radio, 7 till 10 every weekday morning. Until I go off to Australia for 5 weeks, when it won't be. Again, the goalkeeper for Spain gets his second touch once again from a back pass. Spain again down this left-hand side. Oh, tries to turn. It's going to be a corner, though. Oh, how did that not go in? Wow. We need to see that again. I just don't know how that went in. I think there is only... Was it a good save from the keeper? Or the defender? I think there is only the two, Saint. Unless I was... And I think, you pipped me to the post with yours. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Midnight Train to Georgia. Never. Anyway, the first serious attempt there for Spain. 10 minutes gone, 0-0. Again, tried the flick Spain. Georgia, they kick the ball out. It just goes to a Spanish player and they come back. Those red shirts just attack. Bit like a... that'll be a corner. Yeah, a bit like a Phil Lynott song here. Attack. That's what we lack. Now then, can Georgia try and give their defence some relief? No, they can't because they overrun the ball and Spain have it back. Say, could they give the defence a bit of a respite? But they can't. It doesn't always show. We had what did we have earlier? It was only showing maximum of like 10 people in earlier for the game. Yeah, we ended up with 92. To be honest with you, with these, I didn't expect. I mean, it's on terrestrial TV. It's on when the pubs are open. Especially the England games, I don't expect particularly high views for these. If anybody wants to come in, they're more than welcome. I never for these. I never expect high viewing figures, especially for like games like Spain Georgia, where to be honest with you, I've got a mainly 90% English viewing audience. Oh, there we go, Spain! No, a beautiful back heel there. Spanish striker couldn't take advantage. And is it out for another corner? Yes, it is. Wow. 88% possession for Spain. Hi, Ben. How you doing, mate? Corner, but it's a free kick to Georgia. Four Spanish corners in the first 13 minutes. Yeah, I don't look at the figures, mate. Like I say, for these games, it doesn't worry me. And you know shows that are going to do well. You know shows that are going to do well. Spain, Georgia, never at the top of my list for getting a load of views in from a mainly English audience. To be honest with you, like I say, it's on TV, and the pubs are open. What a save! That just showing the save early. It was a great save from the Georgian goalkeeper. Did it, Ash? Yeah, I can't remember what I voted for the kits now. The Spanish one looks good from a distance. I like the dark red and the dark blue together, and obviously the yellow stripe. I do from a distance. I like it. I probably said something different in the show. Don't know if I wrote them down or not. But Spain coming forward now again down this left-hand side. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Another corner to Spain. They're racking up these corners. Going to be a long 90 minutes for Georgia, I think. Corner comes in. Oh, the goal kick. Won the header, but headed it wide to the left of the goal. Oh, here we go. I do have the kits. Yeah, I did give the France away 10. Spain. I gave it 4. And the away kit, I gave -4. Thing is, when you do tend to do these shows for the kits, you tend to only see the front. And it doesn't. Yeah, I've got to be honest with you, it's just plain red, isn't it? Plain red with the yellow stripes on the shoulders. You don't always see the side or the underarm bits on those pictures. I remember the France away one. That was the striped one, wasn't it? I think it was baseball. Did I say not basketball? I think it. Yeah. Sorry, you said baseball, didn't you? Georgia now coming down this right wing. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can. And it's a goal. No! The first attack after 17 minutes. Georgia have taken the lead. Oh my God. Where did that come from? Spain 0, Georgia 1. I mean, it was a Spanish attack. They lost the ball on the far side. Played it into the middle. Along the halfway line. Pass it out to the right winger here. Runs down. Of course, there's only one. It's an own goal. I think it's an own goal. Yes, it's an own goal. He's got to go for it because there's a Georgian player behind him. But what a goal. Wow, wow, wow. Hold that train. Don't let it leave the station. Spain 0, Georgia 1. What the? Yeah, I mean, that was just a totally different, against the run of play. Now they're coming back. Oh, good defending by Spain there. So an own goal it's been given as. Right, I'm just updating here. Well, if anybody had a bet, any Conservative politician out there had a bet on Georgia scoring first. John is in. Don't think you get many arguments with that. Well, I don't know. I mean, we say this, and I'm sorry, Saint, you need to pause me to catch up. My time is there. It's not like you don't see what the time is. Yeah, I think we all want Georgia to win. Do we have an? I mean, it was complete. I mean, the commentators just said, well, of the first 20 minutes, 19 of those, the ball was in the Georgia half. But I mean, you can't. The Spanish defense Oh, a shot from Spain there, but the Georgian goalkeeper went down and saved it to his left, just inside the post. You know, he had to go for it, the Spanish defender, because he had the Georgian striker behind him. So if he didn't go for it, the Georgian would have scored anyway. Oh, good defending again. Georgia. I think I'm doing a lot of defending. Oh, Stash. That is bad. That is bad. Spain coming forward again. 23 minutes on the clock. Spain have got to come forward now, and of course that will leave them open at the back. Yeah. Spain are exactly the same as England were in this position. They were just saying. They said earlier, oh, here we go, Georgia again on the break here. Oh, good defending. No, they said like, why can't England play like Spain? Well, Spain are playing like England at the moment. Spain in the corner, and they get the throw in. Wow. We nearly had a shock on our... Oh, poor ball in. Georgia boot it upfield, but straight to a Spanish player who can now turn and bring the ball forward. Gets Kukureka involved. Oh, there's a shot from Rodri there. There's a... Yeah, it's a corner. Rodri went for a really powerful shot there. There's a foot from a Georgian player in there. I mean, if Georgia are restricting Spain to long shots like that, then all power to them. I mean, yes, with a long shot, you never know. You could hit a ball, it could hit a player and go in. Spain, 238 passes completed to 42 from Georgia. Touches in the opposing box. Georgia have not touched the ball in Spain's box yet. Spain have done it 19 times in Georgia's box. 20 there. 21. Oh, goal kick. Pedri there had another shot, but again, it was wide. I'm sure Georgia won't mind Spain keep taking long shots from outside the box. They'll take that. Yeah, I think so, because Georgia are they the lowest? They are the lowest ranked team still in the competition. Oh, cut out well there by the Georgian defender. It's a throw into Georgia. You know, Georgia, I suppose from Georgia's point of view, it's a free hit for them. So they can play with a bit of freedom. Let's face it, if they lose, especially if they lose from this position, they'll go, well done. They turned up, they gave it a go. So why not play with a bit of confidence, play with a bit of swagger? Which they are doing at the moment. Spain. Is it still all Spain? Oh no, he has to, but again, he has to go from way far out. I mean, like I say, I think, you know, oh, Spain went for a free kick. They don't get it. Now Georgia on the break again on the far side. Oh, he still got it. I don't know what happened there. They lost it. Oh, no, it's headed back to the goalkeeper. They broke well there, Georgia. Spain holding out for the free kick. It didn't come, and then you got to get on with the game. Another loose pass. Oh, can't keep hold of it though. You can see the difference, obviously, in class. But you know, it's like Man United playing Rochdale in the FA Cup. You know, you expect, and you always know that there could be a cup upset. But even on a cup upset, you expect Man United will have most of the play, will have the better touches. They've got the better players. Yeah, Roy the Rovers, exactly. With the Battle of the St. George's Cross, wasn't it, Saint? Now, look, again, they're free. It's 2-on-2. No penalty. The Georgian player went down. They will be checking it, but no penalty's been given. gave the Georgian shirt a 9, the home shirt. So I'm guessing this is the home shirt. It's Roy the Rover stuff now. Leicester have brought it back from 3-0 down to 3-3 against Swindon. Wasn't that the quote? And he watched that again the other night. Oh, this is 30 minutes of non-stop Spanish pressure. Yeah, they're just showing that penalty claim again. He went down too easy, I think. I think when it goes down too easy, I think, that the referee thinks, now you dive for it. Oh, again, they're getting the chances, Spain, but a bit like England, they're not doing much with it at the final pass. 21 touches for Spain in the Georgian box, none for Georgia in the Spanish box yet. But now, can they change that now as they break away again? Oh, lovely through ball back to the far side. Georgia, he comes into the penalty box. Oh, a Georgia corner there. They're just doing enough to make Spain think here. Spain can't take this for granted. I know they're 1-0 down. You would expect Spain to be able to come back. But they're just doing enough just to remind Spain, like, hang on, you have got a game on your hands here, We are going to sort of maybe catch you on the counter occasionally, but it's a corner to Georgia. 33 minutes. It's their first corner, and they've got some touches in the box now. One touch on the box. Well, all the way through, and it's a goal kick to Spain. 33 minutes gone. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. Do not scratch your eyes. Spain 0, Georgia 1. An own goal. I wonder how many Georgian players will be on the shopping lists for Premier League teams. I don't know. There's some good defending going on. Oh, what a save! Again, a long shot there from the Spanish. Wow. There's a corner. Let's have a look at this shot again from Cucurella. Oh, what a save! And he did not only did he make the save, but he pushed it away as well. Corner for Spain. All the way over. It's a goal kick. Goal kick to Georgia. No. It was an in-swinging corner, but nobody at the far post or on the far side for Spain. I don't know if you're listening to that. Only Belgium have completed more successful dribbles than Georgia. Cheers, everybody. Spain come again. The goal kick. 36 minutes gone. Would you believe that scoreline? Interestingly, if it is 1-0 at half time, how will the Spanish manager react compared to how Southgate reacted? Yeah, they're just saying then Georgia only committed 13 passes in the first 15 minutes, but 1-0 up. 1-0 up. Lovely turn there by Georgia player. Finds his teammate. It's out onto the far wing now. They've got players coming forward. They're growing in confidence, Georgia. Growing in confidence. Oh, this is lovely pass through. He needs help. There's nobody up there for him. Oh, my God. I mean, when he had the ball there, the Georgian players were just sauntering up. That should have been it. It was a lovely ball through. Oh, another good save there by the Georgian keeper. Excuse me. That was a wasted opportunity there from Georgia. But they're still coming back at them, Spain. Still in the box. 1-0. Rodri scores. It was coming. You can't say it wasn't coming. 1-0. Only a few minutes ago, Georgia could have gone 2-0 up. They wasted it, and I have to be honest with you, they really did waste it. And now the cross has come in into the centre. Comes out to this near side. Then Rodri makes a space for himself with a little touch. Yeah, and it goes in. A good goal. I've got to say, no more than Spain deserved, and a good goal for them. Just sneaking in. Rodri. They are checking. There the goal stands. So, is that Georgia's dream over? "41 minutes. Be a bit of added time on. I have a feeling that will now open the floodgates for Spain. Yes, if Georgia could have got to half time and it was still 1-0. I haven't updated that. Let me just click that for you. There you go. Ball goes in, but it's headed clear and booted clear eventually by Georgia up to the halfway line. It's a throw in to Spain. I mean, let's be honest with you. I think Georgia would have taken going in at 1-1. I mean, you know, we're saying that it's disappointing. If you'd given them this at the kickoff, they would have taken it. Throw into Georgia. There was a confusion there between two Spanish players, and it's booted out. That's football. That is football, Ash, isn't it? You know, we're all fickle as football fans, me included. You fell over. What I say, they're still trying to play football here, Georgia. Oh, Morata's got a yellow card there. I think it was 6 of one and half none of the other. The French referee, oh yes. Yeah, he went down on his leg studs with studs. I think it wasn't malicious as they've just said, but it will have hurt him. Yeah, looking at the Spanish top now, can't say I'm overly impressed with it. But now I've got to say, Ash, just coming back to your point, yeah, very good point and very true. But that's just football fans, isn't it? Rodri on the ball. Spain now. Georgia now will just want to get to half time. But Spain out to Correca on this near side. Into the box, headed clear by the defender, and it's a free kick to Georgia. That should possibly see us out to half time. Yeah, you're right, Saint. You're right. I know I call you Saint sometimes, Ash, other times. I can't get used to just calling you one or the other. Yeah, just showing the Spanish goal again. I mean, you know, a pass to yourself from the right foot onto your left foot. Two minutes added time. Spain come again. How often am I going to say that? Hey, Devante, how you doing? Welcome along. Wow. Fair play to Georgia. Oh, good defending again. mean, they are defending well, Georgia. But when they defend it, it just goes straight back to a Spanish player. I'll try to remember, Ash. I'll try to remember. Oh, quick corner now before the time's up. Taking a break, have you, from the music? This should be the last play of the game. There's another corner. Will there be time for this corner? Spain now get one on the near side. Oh, well, Ash, good luck with that, mate. Good luck with it. Oh, it's headed clear. And there it is. It is half time, everybody. I will be back in 15. Please don't go away. And I'll see you on the other side. Half time. Spain 1, Georgia 1. Wow. Never thought I'd be saying that scoreline. I'll see you in 15. There we go. They're just showing the reaction to the England equaliser in the ITV studios. But we are going back. It's 1-1 in this game. I don't think we're going to have a surprise on our hands. We've got 28 touches for Spain in the Georgian box. We've got 2 touches for Georgia in the Spain box. So I think we can see which way this is going to go. And we are away. Wow. Just saying, 17 attempts or 17 shots for the just move that into the middle there. 17. Where do I need to go to even it up? Probably there. 17 shots in that first half for Spain. It was a record in the Euros. Number of shots in one half. So no substitutes at half time. And yeah, they're just saying it is the hardest side of the draw. Just checking. Yeah, no substitutes, just the one booking. Morata on 44 minutes for Spain, unlike the England game. We're going to be missing Gehu, of course. For the Switzerland game. Now then. Oh, no. A poor ball from Rodri there. Gave a break for Georgia, but there was nobody up to help him, and he made a mess of it in the end. So, 1-1, second half, of course. No! Oh, my God. Number 7 for Georgia. I thought, what the hell was he doing? He had players either side of him. They won the ball. Well, you could see that the Spanish goalkeeper was off his line. I think if he'd had a little bit further to run, it might have twisted into the goal. Nate, hello. How are you? Afternoon to you, Afghanistan, America, Arizona. Did you watch the England game? So it's still 1-1. I don't know if this is the surprise. I can't say this is the surprise of the tournament because you had Switzerland beating Italy. They were 1-0 up at this point. You had, obviously, Slovakia 1-0 up against England at this point. That would have been the goal of the tournament had that gone in for Georgia. It is 1-1, of course, but it was an own goal. Oh, it's a free kick right on the edge of the area. Georgia arguing over a couple of feet here. It could make all the difference. Don't know if Georgia are now happy where the free kick's been given. How are you doing, Nate? I hope you are well. 19 metres to the goal. They take the free kick here. What they're going to do? So the Spain players are just in front of the wall, but the Georgian players are a good space behind the wall, to be honest with you. Oh, no. I can see a second line now. Here we go. Oh, what a save! What a shot! Goalkeeper had to dive to his right to keep it out, but it was a good save. I think we were very, very lucky, Nate. Very lucky indeed. Oh, now there we go. 2-1. 2-1. 50 minutes. Ruiz scores. A look of relief on the substitutes' faces, to be honest with you. And I think now we can say Georgia's dream is over. I mean, that was a great save from the free kick. Forces it out wide, but it's still to a Spanish player. Plays it into the centre, then plays it right out to the near side. Oh, and he leaves the Georgian defender standing. Nobody's picking in the run up. He raised it at the goalkeeper, but he can't stop that. 2-1. So 2-1. And a substitution for Spain as well. Oh, nearly a third. I got to say, it was coming. It's been coming all game, really. I mean, the shock was that Georgia scored against the run of play, albeit an own goal. So, Georgia now are, well, I'm not saying they can't do this, but it would be unlikely for them to do this. 53 minutes gone. Spain 2, Georgia 1. Sorry, yeah, Nate. We were lucky. We were dire. It was rubbish. But look, I've never doubted Southgate. Absolutely amazing when it comes to sort of late substitutions. Does that sound convincing? Just pouring myself a Sidra here. If anybody knows anybody who works for Brothers, get in contact with them. Happily to accept sponsorship. Spain now coming forward. But Georgia now. Oh, that's the thing with Georgia. They just lack that expertise in the final third. Yeah, Nate, exactly. Name on the trophy and all that. Oh, Murata having another shot there. 21 attempts. Good God for Spain. When you're having that many shots, I mean, you know, you can only defend for so long. Oh, yeah, and Georgia, they said they just lack that bit of finesse. So Spain come again and again and again and again. But they've lost out to Georgia. I mean, there's 5 defenders on the one Georgian player, and he's got nothing. He doesn't know what to do. Spain. I mean, it's in Spain's hands now. Let's be honest. You know, they can just let Georgia come at them. They know that Georgia haven't got that finesse in the final third. When they lose the ball, hit them on the counter attack. I can't see this finishing 2-1. Oh, corner. I mean, they've defended so well, Georgia, but like I say, it's like Rochdale playing Man United. You can only defend for so long. Eventually, class shows. Coming up to the last half hour. Gotta say, credit to Georgia. I mean, it's been an uphill struggle from the word go. Spain. I mean, again, Spain haven't been brilliant in that final ball. There's a boot upfield, but Spain intercept it with Cucurella. Only that second attempt had gone in for Georgia. Spain now. Can they kill it off here? No, poor ball into the box and it hits the Georgian defender. And Georgia, for what it's worth, break. But they've got 3 or 4 players back and they just stick a foot out to the Spanish defenders and they take it off the Georgian players. It's that difference in class that is showing. That's when it comes, into being, so to speak. It's just one-way traffic at the moment. And the odd time that Georgia do manage to break, once they hit that row of Spanish defenders, it's just taken off them. Oh my God, again. Really, Spain should have been 3 or 4 goals to the good here. Two substitutions coming up for Georgia now. Cheers, everybody. So, 63 minutes gone. I'm really just counting down until Spain's 3rd goal. But Spain should have been, like I say, 3 or 4 goals to the good. It's been poor finishing from Spain. And like I said, they know that they've not got any real work to do. All they've got to do is just play it forward. Because if they do lose the ball and they come forward, the Spanish defense basically very easily takes it off the corner to Spain, takes it off the Georgian strikers. Oh, is that a goal kick? Yeah, he's given it as a goal kick. Could have gone anywhere. Could have gone anywhere. 2 changes here now for Spain. Captain's changes as Morata comes off. 66 minutes. It has got a bit of the feeling of the it's got a feel of a bit of a training match about it now for Spain. I mean, Georgia not well, I say not humiliated. 81.3% possession to Spain. 18.7 to Georgia. 25 shots to Spain. Only 8 of them are on target, though. 3 to Georgia, none on target. So when you read that, 25 shots, but you think only 8 were on target. But now can Georgia spring another surprise? Oh, my fucking hell. That was a brilliant break. Played it out on the number 21 from Georgia. I had a couple of players inside. Yes, there were Spanish players as well. But he went for the shot. It was that. Well, my grandma could have had a better shot than that, and she's dead. That was an awful, awful shot. Yeah, totally, Nate. Totally. But then Georgia, I mean, all right, look, we've got to remember they are 75th in the world. Or 74th, is it? They're the lowest nation still in the competition. And the lowest nation that qualified for it. But, you know, as a professional footballer, you've got to hit the targets from there. Or at least make the goalkeeper work. Georgia fan there. I feel his pain. I do feel his pain. Again, I've got to say fair play to Georgia. They're going for it. But again, they just lose the ball. When he had the pass was on and he tried to hold on to the ball for too long. You're thinking, you stupid arsehole, why didn't you pass to the player that was free so he kept control? They all want to try and be names, I think, in this Georgian team. Like I say, impressed by them, but yeah, you can tell it's men against boys. Men against boys. Nate, yeah, I've got a spell. I have to be honest with you. I know what you're saying, but I don't think Georgia are actually that good. Spain haven't got their shooting boots on. 26 shots and only 8 on target. The Georgian goalkeeper has played well. He's kept the score down. But the Georgia players, look, they had a break on there and it's ended up back with the goalkeeper. You can see the naivety of the Georgian players. And that's the word I've been looking for. It's that, you know, when it comes to making a decision, oh, yeah, I'll shoot, when really they shouldn't be. So, 72 minutes gone. A third goal would put this really out of Georgia's hands. But then again, Spain, let's be honest with you, I don't think Spain have really had to get out of second, third gear, really. Even when they went 1-0 down, which was against the run of play, you know, this is Georgia and this is Spain, not England, Slovakia. Spain, you see, keeping hold of the ball there. This should be 3. Oh, it's an own goal. No, the flag is up. Save Georgian blushes there. It was an own goal. See, again, the Georgian player just stayed on the ball too long. Yeah, was that offside? One of those toenail jobs, I think. No, it's not going to count. Or is it? They are checking it, of course. No, it's offside. That toenail should have been cut. So, 15 minutes left, just over 15, nearly 16. And it's Spain 2, Georgia 1. In fairness, it should have been a lot more. Oh, fair play to Georgia here. But again, that final ball lets them down. And now Spain can do to Georgia what Georgia been trying to do to them, and that's hit them on the break. Surely this is going to be 3. Yes, it is. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Hi, Jamie. 3-1. Williams there. Nico Williams making it 3. Putting it beyond Georgia. This is not as dramatic as the England game, but it's all that was needed. Lovely, lovely breakaway. I mean, in fairness, it was Georgia that were making the headway, but that last ball shows their lack of experience. And then they came away with it, Spain. A ball, simple ball, up and over the top. And they were out of the position. Still had the player to beat now, Williams, but he did it very easily and then put it past the goalkeeper. Oh, God. I can see it, Saint. Ask me after we've stopped talking about the goal. You pick your moments. 2-1, 3-1 even. And it's another goal for Spain. And it was coming. It was coming. And you can't say they don't deserve it. Georgia, overall, they've put up a fight, but it was men against boys. It really was. Right, let me just update the... Oh, should have been number 4 there. As I am just putting up goal number 3. It should have been goal number 4. As soon as you name him, begins with a K, but I can't think of his name. Anyway, Georgia, like I say, I think at the end of the day, I thought we had. I might have been confusing him with the Bulgarian. Your timing was awful there, Ash. So Nico Williams gets his first goal of the tournament. How you doing, Jamie? 2 subs coming on for Georgia. They've had a go. They've had a go, but they've come up short. They've come up way short, in fairness. Look, 27. Let me just update this. You know, they say yes, they've been brave, etc., etc., etc. Well, they may have done, but Spain have had 79.8, nearly 80% possession, 27 shots to Georgia's 4. Yes, all right, plucky is the word, possibly, but I can't say. Oh. Oh, he nearly took the ball out the goalkeeper. And that was being a bit unfair, Ash. It really was. But fair play to you. Now, Georgia, yeah, all right. So they say they've been plucky, but they haven't deserved anything from the game. You do feel like Spain have had a couple of spare gears to play with. Yeah, they've had a few breakaways. No, there was I think he was Bulgarian. A couple of Bulgarians that played for us. I think I was thinking of them. Spain could still get a 4th. Oh, good save. For me, the man of the match is the Georgian goalkeeper. I'm going to put it out there. Man of the match, Mohamed Shivli. Kichichev. That's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of, but it was Bulgarian, not Georgian. Corner for Spain. There's a foul on the keeper. And of course, you also had Alexander Tunchev. He played for Leicester as well. But that Krishichev was the guy I was thinking of. I'm not sure there wasn't a couple of other ones as well that we signed. Oh no, Hungarian they could have been. They could have been Hungarian. Hungary, Bulgaria, Georgia. It's all pretty much the same area, isn't it? Spain, though, come away. They could have the fourth here. No, and it's gone wide again. Like I say, had they... Don't get me to say that one, Ash. I'm not stupid. King Clancy played against us. I think he scored a hat-trick in a 6-0 cup win or something. He was a nice little player, Giorgio Kincladze. But it was Manchester City. There we go. 4-1. Almost scores. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Four-1. Beautifully taken. And that's a difference in class. That is a difference in class. This is why Spain are my joint favourites to win this. Whoever wins, Spain or Germany, I think will go on and win the tournament. All the best, Nate. Hopefully so, Nate. Yes, hopefully I will be here tomorrow evening. I will be doing a transfer special, but that will be in the afternoon UK time, 2:30 p.m. UK time. I'll be doing a KDH Golding transfer show. Yeah, you did say 4-1. You should have had a bet on it, Ash. Take care, Nate. Thanks for popping in, buddy. There's still 6 minutes to go. It could get embarrassing this now for Georgia. Bit wide for his colleague in Spain, but he hits it over, but it's too far, too high. But it is picked up by number 22, who loses the ball between his legs. Were you building up to that, Ash? Was all that building up to that? Try to get it away, Georgia, but just again, Spain. I mean, if they turn up 2 or 3 gears, it's frightening. I watched what they did to Croatia, and it's scary. It was scary. You know, potential banana skin here. They went 1-0 down, but they've come back up. You know, and they've come back and won by 4 goals. They're leading by 4 goals. They might win by even more. I think, in fairness, if this was a boxing match, the ref would have stepped in and stopped it, or stopped in and stepped it, depending whichever way you want to look at it. Oh, good defending by last minute defending, getting a foot in by Georgia. They've been doing that all game. You can't literally do that for 90 minutes. So still coming away though. They're down this near side of Georgia. Oh, he did find a way through, but it took a Spanish defender to get the foot in and put it out for a corner. Corner. Oh, it's another corner on the far side. I thought the Georgian player had headed it high and over, but it was a defender. So it's another corner on the far side now to Georgia. Come in, it's a bad corner, doesn't get past the first man. Goes back out to the corner taker, plays it in field. Oh. Again, for Georgia, see, it was a lovely ball through, but the Georgian player was just waiting for it. And he just stood there like a statue, expecting the ball to come to him, which it would have done. But if he'd gone and made a move towards the ball, he'd have got that. But no, he stood there, and the Spanish defender was able to just come in front of him and nick it. Like I say, men, boys. Man United, Rochdale. No disrespect to Rochdale. Oh, I thought Williams was going to get a second there. But he just, again, and he can afford to be greedy. Look, it's 4-1, a minute to play. Is this number 5? No. Daisy cutter and straight down the keeper's. Yeah, I would take that, but I don't know, Ash. I don't know whether we would get past Switzerland or not. Oh, it's a free kick. Free kick to Georgia. Yeah, I think, in fairness, Ash, let's have a look at that. Spain to beat Germany. That's going to be a great game, isn't it? It's going to be a great game. And like I say, if this France side goes up another couple of gears, I think they will beat Germany. I think you're right. France to beat Belgium. Yeah, Belgium are just poor. France aren't firing on all cylinders at the moment, but Belgium have been poor. Portugal, Slovenia. Yes. Spain versus France semi-final. Austria versus England. Like I say, I'm not sure we will get past Switzerland. Oh. I think the referee was just... Yeah, they've done well. Free kick to Spain with a minute to go. Oh, all the way through the box there. Nobody from Spain could get the final touch on it. Play back in, but it's going to go up and it's going to go onto the top of the net. Whew. That was a tough challenge. Are we going to see it? Yes, we finally... Oh, they're just showing the Williams goal there. And there it is. It's all over. I am going for a quick break. Then we'll be back for a chat and a roundup of both games. Don't go away, but it's ended. Spain 4, Georgia 0. There we go. 4-1 Spain. Just making Craig think that his headphone wasn't working. keep him on his toes. Georgia that good? No. Georgia were awful. They defended for 90 minutes. Plucky, yes. Good to be where they were, of course. They were punching above the weight. Spain still had 2 or 3 gears to go through. And it was 4-1. And as you can see there, every time, every game we play, we get less and less. At the moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams left in it. I think if my maths is correct, I've probably added those up wrong. Somebody will tell me. Anyway, he's here. I suppose every beauty has to have a geek. And I'm glad to say, here's my geek. Let's bring him in.
Hello.
Craig, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm not too bad.
You've not burnt your England top then yet, but...
Well, I'll tell you what, that game earlier on, like I said in that video, and I stand by that video, I personally think that, Southgate should be sacked mid-tournament. And the thing is it's because we're not playing to our strengths.
It is not indeed. But look, that was earlier. Let's talk about a good game of football. 4-1. 4-1. Yeah, look, we got lucky. We're through. Nothing else we can say. Some people would say fantastic timing with the substitutions.
No, it wasn't. It was
I've sent you the link, Mike. I've sent you the link.
It was Jude Bellingham carrying us through. And to be honest, it wasn't, Southgate.
But like I say, that was then. This is now. We're not talking England.
Be the manager. You might as well have been the manager today.
Well,
honestly, we do a better job.
I think he's done. I think he's done brilliantly as Southgate. But look, let's have a look at this game. Spain, favourites to go through. Mike, I've sent it you on Twitter, mate. I've sent it you on Twitter. Favourites, Spain. They've got to be, haven't they?
I kind of agree with you, though, that Georgia weren't particularly very good, and they went 1-0 down against them. To be honest, Spain didn't have to be in fifth gear tonight, but to be honest, Georgia, they've done so well to get here. It's remarkable. And they gave them a bit of a scare. But the quality just shone through in that second half, especially. It was a bit like, men against boys. So, Spain are ones to watch. But then again, those top two, in the corner, they have to come up against each other. And I think, Germany have got the fans on their side. Spain are arguably the better side. Anything could happen over that end of the tournament. And that's why I was so, I was dreading it earlier on, because I thought, well, we're blowing what is an absolute golden chance of winning this.
Yeah. Look, Georgia did well. They qualified as one of the best third place teams. They beat Portugal. Portugal had made 7. It was their second tier for Portugal. You can only play who's out, who's in front of you. So fair play to them. But look, Georgia, I kept saying during that watch-along, it was like Man United playing against Rochdale in the FA Cup. You know that Rochdale are going to come and give it a go because it's their big chance to have a go.
Yeah.
But Slovakia played a hell of a lot better than Georgia. Georgia, they didn't really offer. You could tell when they got up to third, to the final third, there was absolutely nothing on offer from them.
Well, exactly, because they are a very, very small nation. They're a very small nation, Georgia. And to get where they have, is a remarkable achievement. Yeah, I completely agree. They didn't have, if they had somebody who was an out-and-out goal scorer, who could do some damage, then by all means. But I think, Spain were deserved winners. I think they were deserved winners. It's getting to the business end now, and I think you'll soon see, the sides that are going to really, really contest this. Now, luckily, the only side that, well, from our side of the tournament so far, Switzerland look very good
Yeah.
actually against Italy. No, but then again, Italy were terrible. Italy were terrible.
Yes, they
Um,
were.
so personally, if I was to put a bet on it now, and like if we have to say gamble responsibly if you're going to do that,
Yeah.
um, you know, I would say it's between those two, Germany and Spain. But
Yes, I think
anything,
whoever wins that contest should go on, and whoever wins that game, so it should go on and win the contest. I mean, I'd
the
have a
thing
I'd,
is,
I'd have a pint on the Dalai Lama if I was a Tibetan man.
the thing is now though, is we can't rule out England because I'm hoping that is going to give us the shot that we actually need to go right. We're in this. We've got a chance here because we could easily get all the way through to the final. The Dutch aren't particularly that great. They don't look that good. The Turkish, like I said last night, they're
Yeah, no,
always
no,
a bit of a
the,
threat.
the Turkish team are delightful.
They're very. Do you know what? They're
Turkish
always
delight.
very well organised. Yeah, Turkish delight. There you go.
Yeah.
You are good. You are good. But um, I can't see Romania doing too great. Austria might be a good side. They might be up for it. I don't think the French at the back will be that strong. So I think it's between Germany and Spain. But I'm hoping that the result today and that nearly going out. We were literally a minute away from going out. Has sparked us into life because
Yeah.
that result was not because of Southgate. It was because of the players. Bellingham just took
Yeah.
it. Well, you
Well,
saw it.
let's move on because, like I
Go
said, that
on.
was the game earlier, and I did say before we came on, we're not
Yeah,
talking
but you
England.
know what
We
I'm going to
spoke,
do. You know what I'm going to
yeah,
do.
and I'm going to kick you.
Go on.
you had the chance to come on at the end of the last game, and you didn't want to. So we're not talking about that game
I
now. We're
was
talking about this game,
posturing.
Mike. You've obviously watched that, and another reason I don't want to talk to you about the game early because you're Welsh, and I'm sure you were cheering like mad when Slovakia went 1-0 up. And I wouldn't have blamed you in fairness. But that game you've just watched, have we just watched the champions?
Yes. I said that on my stream. I said we've just watched the winners. They are ridiculous. And it's not just like people talk about Yamal and Williams either side, but Morata, the amount of slate that poor guy gets, he's still a bagsman. That Cucurella, everyone slates him week in, week out for Chelsea. He's been one of Spain's best players at left back, Cucurella. And there's a reason why they dropped him in the final game against Albania when they made 9 or 10 changes, I think it was, because and still their B team destroyed Albania. Yes, they only won 1-0, but in terms of possession and everything like that, their B team could probably beat quite a good amount of teams on that list. But yeah, I just like this Spain team a lot. I like the versatility they've got. I like the fact they've got players from one end of the spectrum in Jesus Navas, who was touching 40, to Yamal, who's 16. The coach is he's very tactically good as well. He watched the first game for Italy when they played against Albania, and when Spain played Italy, they said, okay, we'll allow Italy to have the ball because they do bugger all with it because they're crap, and that's what he does. He'll probably say to his players against Germany, do not give Musiala the ball because then there's trouble. Apart from that, they look good. They look very good. Mind you, Germany look good as well, but Spain, for me, are the one.
I must admit, I mean, all right, the first games you can never read too much into it because you don't know who's going to play well, and some teams that you think are going to do well suddenly don't perform very well. But when Spain put 3 past Croatia, Craig, because I was expecting Croatia to go further than they obviously have done.
Yeah.
I saw that Spain win, and that period when they're scoring the goals, they did look a class above, didn't they?
To be honest, they look very, very well organised. There is hints, probably longer term, of what they did, during that spell, that 2008 to 2012 spell. there is hints of that. I don't think they're quite there yet, but the thing is all it's going to take is a good performance against Germany and the hosts are out. I do, one side, Portugal, you got to think this is going to be Ronaldo's last tournament. I think they are possibly a side that, will put all of,
He does a lot for charity, Ronaldo.
well,
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a joke for Mike there. He'll remember.
But yeah, honestly, I think Spain are by far the best team in this tournament at the moment. But it's not how you start; it's how you end, and that could go.
Yeah.
That could be said for a lot of things in this world, Chris. It's not how you start; it's how you end. If England,
it's been that long since I started, mate.
Oh dear.
Do say hi to your missus for me.
Do you know what? Sometimes it might be the best.
Hey, if you want to bring a sub on, mate, I can warm up in the spare bedroom and then pop in and score in the last minute. That's that story in my life. Right, look, 75.2% possession for Spain. I mean, I'm bigging Spain up here, and I'm not saying I can say with Georgia. I've been listening to it on the TV, and I don't think they're as good as the commentators are making out. They literally the goalkeeper was man of the match for me.
Georgia are the hipster team. They're crap.
Yeah.
They're fighters, really, aren't they? They lack the quality, but you say, it's a good analogy. It's it is probably Rochdale versus Manchester United tonight, and
it was.
Honest, yeah,
and Rochdale might just have created that surprise, but at 75.2% possession, I don't think any team has. I mean, after about the first 15 minutes, Mike, it was 88% possession to Spain. They were steamrolling Georgia, weren't they? They were almost like going out saying, "Hey, we're not going to have an upset here."
Yeah, not just that percent possession, 35 shots in the game.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. Craig touched on it. Is it 2008, 2012 vibes? And I just think there are a few cogs in the team that I don't know what it is, but they're just not quite there. But the passing and the one thing that I think is so intelligent is Rodri in that team, because every time Rodri gets the ball, he knows where the next pass and the next pass is. He receives it. He's like, right, I'm going to give it to Yamal. Yamal's going to dink it back into, Morata or Williams, whoever it may be. And they just know 3 or 4 passes before they've even played them. And then that's what makes it impossible for teams to defend. And that's why they've got such a high percentage of possession. And when they lose the ball, the retention speed is so quick because 2 or 3 players are on you like, shit. We got to get rid of it. We got to get rid of this. And that's what Georgia done all game. Every time Spain lost the ball, well, 2 or 3 times they lost the ball, Georgia were surrounded by 2 or 3 Spanish players because Spain want to win that ball back straight away, win it back, and put more pressure on you. But the possession, as much as we big them up for any team, that's ridiculous.
It is. My worry, Craig, is though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, I think Spain had got another couple of years to go up to, as I said earlier. 35 shots, 17 in the first half, which is a new record for the Euros, the number of shots in a half. It is scary, but only 13 were on target. They had 11 off target, 11 were blocked. And when they were 1-0 up Georgia, Spain was basically shooting. Well, I know Georgia nearly shot from that. Well, they did shoot from the halfway line. But you'd got Spain. They were just taking pot shots from anywhere. And I'm thinking, well, look, if Georgia are restricting Spain to shooting like that, Spain did not, at that point, didn't look all that, to be honest with you, Craig. What do you think?
No, they took a little while to get going, but...
a bit like the missus, eh?
Yeah. But to be honest, they got going a lot quicker than England did. Let's just say
Again, a
that.
bit like your missus.
Well, to be honest, if you compare England, it's like 1 minute, man.
I can do
all
it twice in
downhill now,
that
isn't it?
time. But no, I mean, at that stage, they were disappointing. And I know, look, they've got 4 at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If we're honest with you, Mike, that should have been 7-8, shouldn't it?
It should have been. Though I think the Morata chances, he missed a few. I think there's a reason why he got hooked. People in my chat were saying, why is he taking Morata off? Because he had a bloody stinker. The pop shot things, I don't get it because all right, Georgia were restricting them to that, and at those spells it was good defensive from Georgia to say we're not going to let you just pass it around us. If you need to take a pop shot and you score from it, which Rodri did, then that's what it's going to take to beat us. But when they were on the edge of the box and they were taking those pop shots, there was players around them that they could have just made a simple pass to, maybe carve open an opportunity.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I'm like, are they? I was questioning myself. I was like, are they really this good? And then 20 minutes later, they're just pinging balls from left, right, and centre. I'm like, yeah, they are good. I think Georgia defended very well for 25, 26 minutes until Spain started to really get into it. But
they did, and it's because they held them off for so long, and just towards the end, I think it was tiredness. But does that? And I completely agree with what Mike was saying there. But does that show a disrespect to maybe a cockiness that might just come back and bite Spain on the arse?
I think they probably got a shock like we did. They got a shock like we did today. But they reacted a lot quicker. They're not going to show that cockiness against Germany. They know Germany are going to be gunning for them. They know that they're the hosts. They know they're going to be difficult. I would expect that we won't see that Spain in the first half an hour, again, this tournament. If somebody is going to beat Spain, they're going to have to beat Spain on their own merit. Be that Germany, France, Portugal, you name it, Belgium, they're going to have to beat them on their own merit. So I think, there was probably a bit of taking it a little bit easy, not getting out into full flow quickly enough. Georgia personally, like I say, they've done remarkable to get to this stage, and they'll only grow as a team after this. I think they've got a good chance, I think, of probably getting to the next World Cup because of this experience, and fair play to them. But Spain in full flow are going to be dangerous and very, very difficult to stop. And if I was to say anybody's going to get to the final, it's probably them. I think they're just a few steps ahead of Germany. But then again, you don't know what France are going to do. They've got Mbappe, they've got the cheat card.
Still warming up, as they say. And
Lukaku's going to be a battering ram.
Is the name on the trophy? Talk about being bloody lucky. But Mike, I'll ask you this as the non-English fan, because I don't want to talk, like I said, about England because that was the show earlier. Had England put that performance in, where it took us we went 1-0 behind, took us a while to get it back to 1-1, and even at 1-1, it took us a while to actually take the lead. Southgate and the players would have gone absolutely. I mean, we didn't take the lead till the second half. Mm-hmm. That would have been a battering in the press for England, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that the problem with England is, without being a knob, and I had my joke earlier, I don't need to now, but the problem is there's too many square pegs in round holes. There's too many things that, instead of taking an actual fit left back, he takes an injured left back, or takes
after 4 games still
plays a
fit.
right back at left back.
But would the press, I mean, and I was the man.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, the press would nail on to nail on to.
Fan, and I was calling Southgate out at half time and then he had to go at the end. Don't keep him till December when his contract runs out. And of course, at the end of the game, I said what a masterful tactician he was. So all fickle fans, aren't we? But Spain. And like France, I don't know how the French are dealing, or the French press are dealing with the French team, because they were no better than us. And in fact, they had the same wins, losses, draws, goals, etc. as us, and they only came second in the group. We just expect too much, don't we? But moving on to Georgia, Craig, it was they got the lucky goal. Well, not lucky, that's been unfair to them. They create to go in, they've got to create the goal, and they did do that. Every time they got forward, you could tell that they were the Rochdale of the tournament, if you like. They didn't know where to go. That last ball was awful. They were all going for glory. They could have passed it. And that was what, even when they did get the breakaway, it was only 1 or 2, and Spain had numbers back. And I watched it and I thought they could still be playing, the next Euros. They could still be playing this match at the next Euros, Georgia, and they wouldn't have scored another goal.
Yeah, I think, fair to say, going forwards, they weren't particularly that great. They were, they were doing the best with what they had, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like Scotland. And, again, no disrespect to Scotland, but I think, they...
No, let's disrespect them.
Yeah.
I don't rate Che Adams. Honestly, I tell you what, if Wales had got into Euro 2024, they would have done a lot better than Scotland, because the thing is there is those outlets up front. Honestly, I do think you would. I think you would have.
Not with Rob Page. Not with Rob Page. If Rob Page wasn't in charge, then maybe, but someone went and took Rob Page's replacement, didn't they, Chris?
I don't know what you mean. I really don't know what you mean. Okay, so Craig, let me ask you then. Had that Georgia side come up against, let's say, Belgium, would the result possibly have been different?
No, but it would have been closer.
Right.
Because Belgium would have been full
you think Lukaku might have even scored? Do you?
I think, to be honest, he's been really...
I don't think we would. I don't think he'd have scored against Rochdale, Lukaku. I can't believe that.
To be honest, though, he's had 4 disallowed. Let's give the man a little bit of, slack for this. He's had 4 disallowed. I think he probably would have got 1 against Georgia, if not 2. I think it would have been a bit closer, but I don't think, Georgia still would have gone out. Likewise, if they played France, Austria, Netherlands. I can't think of any sides. Portugal, I know that they got through, beat Portugal in the group stage. Yeah. And it's impossible for them to have played Portugal. But I think, if Portugal really put their all into it and played a full strength side, I think Portugal would have rolled Georgia over. Now, that's not to say, Georgia haven't done well, because they've done well against other sides in their group. But they've...
But possibly against the Turkish side, who are probably going to have half the team out because of the number of yellow cards they got, or the Slovenia side, or even possibly that Slovakian side, Georgia may well have done better. But fair play to them for what they did. I'm going to call you Craig then, Mike.
Don't have to do that.
My predictions. It's so similar. It's easy to get you confused. Excuse me. Doug and my predictions. We've not done well. It has to be said on the prediction side. Out of 53 in the qualifying groups, Doug got 27 and I got 20. So we try and gloss over that. But in the group stage, and I've lost my card now. It will be here somewhere. Here we go. Doug got 8 out of 24, and I got 6 out of 24. That said, Mike. We both went Switzerland, we both went Germany, we both went England, we both went Spain. So we are doing extremely well in this round here. France, Belgium tomorrow, and Portugal, Slovenia. It's going to be France and Portugal through, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it will be. I think Belgium, surely, they've gone through their golden generation now. I mean, you look at the players that they're calling up, and they're asking one of their best wingers they've had in a long time, Carrasco, to play left back and left centre back, and Lukaku, is literally sweating after 5 minutes. They're not the team that they once were. I think France, as much as there's a lot of reason to criticise France, I think they're probably one of the only teams in this tournament that you can say could have an awful group stage and still go on and win the competition. I think France, I genuinely think like a 3-1, 3-0 type of win for France against Belgium. Slovenia will make it tough against Portugal. We saw that when Slovenia, they haven't lost a game at this tournament yet. Obviously, they got through with 3 draws, just like Portugal did in 2016, and they went on to win the whole thing. I think Slovenia, people are underestimating them. I think that'll be a closer game than what the France-Belgium game will be, because Portugal don't, apart from when they beat Turkey 3-0, they don't normally batter teams. They normally get into a game slowly, and around the 60th, 70th minute mark, that's when they, pile the chances on. But yeah, France and Portugal, I don't think any bookmakers would be making favourites for the other teams to progress out of them 2 games.
So Craig, your 2 then, we've gone France, Portugal, me and Doug. Romania, Netherlands, and Austria, Turkey. Who's going to get the stuffing in those for 2 games?
Right, let's go for the easier one, because I agree with you, France, Portugal from tomorrow's. I think Belgium, France will be one in the centre of the pitch. I think Slovenia, Portugal just have too much for them. But I think Romania and Netherlands, I think Romania have done very, very well, but I think Netherlands will get through. They're not particularly very good. I don't rate them, but I think they'll get through. Now, this other one is extremely tough. Now, I was very, very impressed with Austria, and I was very, very impressed with Turkey so far. How many players, and I don't know if either of you have got the answer to this, how many players have Turkey got suspended from that Czech Republic game?
I dread to think it must be at least
2.
5.
2.
2.
Who? Is that all?
Yeah.
Wow.
And one of them's their captain as well, Çalhanoğlu.
They didn't have anybody sent off, though, did they? Whereas the Czech Republic had 2
sent off.
So yeah, which, to be honest, I don't know why Turkey got involved in it. They were through. They should have just walked away and let the Czechs
I'm
kick
not
off.
saying that.
But I fancy Austria, but I think it's going to be a very, very tough game. And I think it might be the first game to go to penalties in this tournament. As, dare I say it, I'm just looking at that other game, that Spain-Germany game. I wonder if that's the other one.
But the other Romania, Netherlands?
I think Netherlands, I don't think they're particularly very good. But I think they probably got a little bit too much for Romania.
Right. Did you agree with that, Mike?
I agree. What did you say for Austria, Turkey in the end, Craig?
He's got basically got Austria and Netherlands.
I don't think Austria will go to penalties, but I agree with Austria, and I actually believe Romania are going to turn the Netherlands over. I don't rate Ronald Koeman as a coach at all. I think he's crap, and that Dutch team is overrated. I actually think Romania have done excellent in this tournament. I think Romania are going to turn them over.
I want Romania to win because it means my neighbour will come round with beer because he is Romanian.
Dare I say this, though? If this happens, if what we're saying happens and the Netherlands go out and Austria go through, if England do not make the final, it will be an absolute embarrassment.
Don't sleep on Austria, Craig. I've got Austria to reach the final. Don't sleep on Austria.
Do you know what? They're very, very good.
Me and Doug, we went. Both of us went Austria there, but we agreed with one of you, didn't agree with the other one. And I am sure Ash in the chat will love me for saying this, but me and Doug have both gone Romania. We think Romania will do. Neither of us are particularly impressed with Poland.
Netherlands. Poland have long gone.
When I say Poland, I mean I get in Poland, Holland. Why can't they just fucking call them Holland? That's what they're called. So Spain, Germany next round. Then Portugal, Slovenia, France, Belgium. That would make it a Portugal. I mean, that's a hell, Mike. That is. I mean, Spain, Germany, and Portugal, France. Bloody quarterfinals! Wow. The big boys, the big guns are falling. It's like Manchester United getting Manchester City in the FA Cup, isn't it?
Oh yeah. You're right. It was like Man United drawing Man City. The cheats will be out. But yeah, I mean, this is what you want in tournament football, isn't it? No disrespect to Albania or Scotland. Well, disrespect to Scotland. No disrespect to Albania or Ukraine or Georgia. We want to see the big teams competing for the big trophy, and that is two incredible quarterfinals, as you mentioned: Germany, Spain, France, Portugal. Yeah. The honours on show for all what everyone's won in those two games. This is where like the winners will happen now, and I think they're two incredible. That's what's actually more annoying. The one side is extremely heavy in quality, and then the other side of the draw you've got crap like Turkey, in my opinion, and Netherlands.
Yes.
No, never said that. Never said that.
No, I thought I'd say it for you.
I'll tell you what.
It's a bit like Wimbledon, isn't it? When you look at, you've got, Nadal and used to play Federer in the quarters. It's how it works out. It is the way that, I mean, I'm sure that, UEFA would have preferred Germany, Spain in the final or Portugal, France in the final, but it's not to be. According to that, you guys are then are saying, are you not, a Spain? Are you saying a Spain-France semi-final?
I'll let you go first, Mike, because France, Portugal, I think is going to be a very, very tough match, and I think Spain, Germany will be as well, because I think the Germans, are a solid side. The thing is with Germany, they've got back under Nagelsmann, what they have done before, which is the organisation that they had under Joachim Low. The organisation that they had.
He was going to let you go first.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Go on, Mike.
Just carry on. You're in flow. Just carry on.
But yeah, I think that could be the second game in the tournament to go to penalties. I know we haven't had the first one, but I reckon Austria-Turkey might be the first one. Yeah. But I reckon Spain-Germany might be.
Do you think it will be a Spain-France semi-final?
Based on what I've seen tonight, I think, Spain probably, but let's be honest, Germany's opponents in Denmark were a lot better side, although they had a bit of luck against them. I think, yes, I would go with Spain, but, I wouldn't be surprised if Germany got there, and it's going to be very, very close. Likewise, I think France versus Portugal would be as well.
Who's your money on?
I feel that maybe, just maybe, Portugal might sneak that.
Okay, so you're going Spain, Portugal. Yeah. Mike? I'll go Iberian Derby, Spain, not Iberian. I was thinking of what you said, Craig. I'm going to go the other way. Sorry, Spain versus France. I think Spain, you just look at what France can possess in a. I've not read anything into the group stage. I don't read too much into it because you play some crap teams, and like you said, Chris. Some teams will defend differently. Some teams. Now two good teams are playing against each other. I think the quality of France will overshow. And Mbappe still only scored one goal in this tournament. He will want to get out and firing.
Just to say to Ash, Doug said Romania. I said Romania as well, mate. I said that before. So in this half of the draw, then, Mike, let's stick with you first. Look, we've got England, Switzerland. We've got, from what you're saying, Romania, Austria. Do you see a Romania, and as a non-English fan, Romania-English final? I'm not so sure. I'm really not so sure.
In terms of the top one, I think Austria will outclass Romania. What a story for Romania getting to the quarterfinals. I think they only won one knockout game or one game at the Euros in like 24 years or something like that, which is incredible that they've got, well, in my opinion, get to the quarterfinals. But this Austria team under Ralf Rangnick are a joke. They press high, they win the ball, their possession is ridiculous. They've got players like Arnautovic, who I thought was finished. You've got him racing the full length of the pitch to go and retrieve the ball and then play it forward. I think Austria win that one against Romania. England, Switzerland. Again, we're only basing it off the group stage and what we saw in the last 16. I have a feel of a score draw after extra time and then penalties, but I don't know. I can see it being 1-1 after extra time. Penalties, I'm not too sure, because I know Switzerland have won a couple of games on penalties in the last few tournaments. I think they...
Apart from the fact that you're getting splinters up your arse from that fence, which way are you going?
Well, I don't want to go Switzerland and piss you off, so...
No, you won't, and I'll tell you for why in a moment. So,
Switzerland, Austria semi-final then.
Spain, France, and a Switzerland, Austria.
This is where I get kicked out, guys.
Craig.
Yeah. I think, because I said Netherlands would go through in that game, I agree with Mike. I think Austria have looked fantastic. And I think the Netherlands, I agree with him. Ronald Koeman, not particularly the greatest coach, at international level. So I think Austria to get to a semi-final, which would be magnificent. England, Switzerland, we need a David Platt, don't we? We need a David Platt moment in that, and I think we'll probably get it.
You can pay for England, Mike.
I honestly think a 1-0 win. It'll be the edge of the seat stuff. We'll all be bloody moaning still, but 1-0 win, and I think Phil Foden will get it.
Okay. Well, I am going to agree with one of you. I mean, just think, if Ralf Rangnick had been given a little bit longer, and I can't remember which team it was, if he could have been given a little bit longer at a certain Premier League team, who knows what he might have done.
Muppets whoever sacked him. I don't know what stupid...
I don't know what club it was. It could have been Chelsea. They like sacking the managers. but no, fair play to Wreck-It Ralph. It's doing well. I can see Austria. Ash, I know you're in, and I do apologise, mate. But I can see Austria going through against Romania as well. I think for me, that could be a penalties game. But I think Ralph is what he's doing. I mean, he turned down Bayern Munich, didn't he, to stay at Austria? So fair play to him. England, Switzerland. Now this could be the end for England. I think when we played them in the Nations League, we came third and relegated them to fourth. But that was because it was down to penalties. We got lucky tonight, and if we play like that, Austria will do us. And I think it'll be Austria, Switzerland. So I'm agreeing with you, Mike, which is why I said I wouldn't kick you out when you were saying that. And I'm being honest there. Honest. Yes, we went through. Did we deserve to go through? No. We were lucky. Sometimes, though, that does mean that your name's on the cup. A
bit of luck can go a long way. I'm not saying that based off that performance that England are going to lose to Switzerland.
No.
If you look at the draw, I know Austria are in there. I think Austria actually could beat a couple of people on the other side of the draw. And in a one-off game, they were very unlucky against France, battered the Netherlands, and battered Poland.
Looking at that, you've got Spain, France, then you've got the Sound of Music derby between Austria and Switzerland. I'm going to ask you this. You mentioned this, Mike, earlier. When you look at these tournaments, do we read too much into the group games?
Yes, I think we read way too much into the group games, and not just based on performance-wise, but team selection. Like some teams may play a certain goalkeeper in 2 games, rotate in the final game, like we see some of the teams that win their first 2 games, they rotate a lot, and then they play a backup goalkeeper. They're like, hang on a minute, he's just played 10 times better than what that other one's played. We'll play him in the knockouts. So team selection, you don't get nothing from the group stage. And put it this way, England, well, not really, not to be rude, but not really England, but France, I don't think they'll be what they were in the group stage compared to tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, against Belgium. There's some teams that are tournament and knockout style teams, like your Germanys, like your French, like your Spanish, normally your Italians. bit embarrassing. But apart from that, yeah, we do read too much into it. And people always say, oh, he's had a poor tournament, but like they've qualified out the group. So yeah, I never listen to these hipsters that always call out these amazing players that realistically ain't that good. But then also I'm on the other side of the fence that they might just have a bad 3 games. Put it this way: if England do beat Switzerland in the quarterfinals and they get to a semi-final, surely you can't see a bad performance like it was today, because they have to know that this is our best chance of getting to another final and a best chance of maybe even winning it. So,
but if we get to the final, very, very quickly, Craig, and make it a quick answer, please. But if England do get to the final and we come up against Spain, it could just be embarrassing, couldn't it?
No. I honestly think, I am hoping that this is the case, right? I'm hoping this is the case, that today has really sparked, and it's been the kick up the arse that the team needs. Gareth Southgate was there laughing after the match. I wasn't laughing. I thought it was, ridiculous. What we needed to do was we needed to go into the knockout stage all guns blazing, and we've survived being knocked out by a minute. But I'm hoping that's going to be an instigator to go, right, the shackles need to come off. We go for Switzerland. We go for Austria. We go for Spain. We win the bloody thing. Because I'm sure it was Portugal that come very, very, very close to being knocked out. I know that they got through in 3rd place, but I think there was a spell as well, a game where they nearly got knocked out by somebody. And I can't remember who it is. Now, if that is, an instigator for us tonight, that might have been the best lesson we've ever had. Hopefully, it doesn't mean that Southgate's going to stay on, because, to be honest, it would be one in spite of him, not because of him. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And, I don't think, Southgate has come in with the wrong style and the wrong philosophy and the wrong approach. And to be honest, regardless of what happens, it's been disappointing from him.
Yeah.
But
I think when you look at the game today and you look into your manager for inspiration, and he takes a team that played against Slovenia badly, and that was an awful 90 minutes of my life I won't get back again, and he makes one change, you're thinking, for fuck's sake, mate, what are you doing?
I'm sure.
He proved to be a tactical genius, made the changes when he needed, kept the substitutes back for the extra time.
Chris, he wasn't a tactical genius. What happened was the players thought,
tongue in cheek, mate.
The players thought, fuck it, let's do it our own way. Let's just go for the game. And it actually worked, because we've got good forward playing players. What is with all this sitting back and pass? Oh, somebody's made a mistake.
I can't hear you. Craig.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, well, I can't understand. I can't hear what you're saying. Mike, Craig, thank you very much both for coming on. I'm going to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do the radio show, so I'm calling it a night there. Mike, where can people find you?
Yeah, Mike Green on YouTube. Make sure I'm pointing in the right direction. Doing similar stuff to Chris, covering the Euros. And as you can tell, there was a bit of adulation on the 26th minute earlier on in the 5 o'clock game, about 25 past 5. But it did bite me on the ass because they went on to win. So
I've got to say, we did share the joy of Scotland getting knocked out. Wales and England coming together for that one.
Yes, very much so. But yeah, Mike Green on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Craig and to Chris as well. But yeah, go and check it out. Hopefully, France get the win tomorrow because I am French for this tournament. So as well as Portuguese, as well as Swiss, as the joke says, anyone but England apparently is what I am. But,
yeah, well, I was about to. I've just written that down now. AOBE.
The thing is, I actually rate so many of the England players, and people just take a little bit of what I say. But there's so many of those England players I actually do rate as good players. But it's like no one ever listens to that.
Craig, very quickly, where can people find you?
You can find us on Up the Cherries in all departments, UTC IAD. Of course, we're doing lots of Euro stuff.
We're going to have a full list of every guest that he's ever had on.
Harry Redknapp.
More than likely. Guys, thank you very, very much. I will see you at 6 o'clock tomorrow, Surrey Hills Community Radio on your smart speaker, surreyhillsradio.co.uk on the old website. Do tune in between 7 and 10. Thanks to the guys for joining me. We're through. Spain are through. Hey, it could still be coming home. Who knows? Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. All the best. Good night.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You'd better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.